Hey y'all, it's Monday morning, April 11th, and we welcome you once again to This Week at AMG. Thank you for joining us today. It is a pleasure for us to show you some of the amazing things that God is doing around the world as we faithfully serve Him. And those things could not happen without the right people. For AMG, those right people start with our national workers. No matter what country around the world AMG ministry is going on, there are always some faithful nationals who are serving the Lord and who are showing Christ's love, who are sharing the gospel. For AMG, coming alongside those nationals and supporting them to do the ministry that God has called them to do, whether that is caring for children, or doing medical work, or putting the message of the gospel in newspapers and magazines, or doing church planting, or pastoring a local church. Whatever the ministry they have been called to do, it is important for us to support it with our prayers, our financial support, and also to help the national workers develop the skills that they need to be more effective in the ministry to which they have been called. Today, we are going to hear from one of those nationals, Samuel from Kenya, who was here recently visiting our office. Samuel has been part of our training in Uganda and Kenya for pastors. We do a lot of pastoral training because there is a great need. A lot of basic theological knowledge is lacking, a lot of practical knowledge of how to be effective as a pastor is lacking. So I come alongside the nationals and help train them. And Samuel is going to share with us about his experience in serving the Lord as a national worker in Kenya.
Okay. My name's Pastor Samuel Mushiri. I'm the pastor of the Word Family Gospel Church in Eldoret, Kenya. And I've been in AMG for the last 6 years. I got introduced to Dr. Ruben Musime by one Nicholas Kandago. And I got to meet him in the year 2011 in Uganda, where I attended my first AMG Pastors Conference. And in Uganda, I also happened to meet Pastor Carl, who became very much resourceful during the trainings. And after we came back from Uganda, in that year, we sat down with some pastors we had gone with to Uganda, and we saw the need of having such a conference in Kenya, because many pastors in Kenya will not be able to travel to Uganda as we usually do every year, and they would like to have such a training, which proved to be very much resourceful to many pastors. It has helped my church to grow. And after we sat down, we raised the concern to Dr. Musime, who agreed to go and take that matter to the AMG. And then later on, he gave us a good report that we've been given a go-ahead, and we did our first pastors training in Kenya in the year 2012. And since then, the meetings has been growing big. We've been expanding our scope, and many pastors from all over the country has been attending the meeting. It has been a blessing to have Dr. Ruben, and every year without getting tired, we've been having Pastor Carl all the way from Chattanooga, Tennessee. He's also been a blessing to us. His input, his insight are such a wonderful blessing to the body of Christ in Kenya. And because it's been a blessing to us, we've been also able to bring also the church leaders to the meetings so that they can be prepared to do the work of the ministry. And it's proved to be a very wonderful and resourceful thing. AMG has blessed many churches. The churches which were not growing, they are now doing excellent. The pastors who were not training through AMG, they are getting to understand the ropes of the ministry. Very resourceful materials they've been given unto us. We just thank God and bless God for such a wonderful work that is being done by AMG, not only in Kenya, in Uganda, and I believe that's going to sprout throughout Africa so that many pastors can be reached through the gospel. We bless God because AMG has been a tool, has been a vessel. There are many who cannot afford to get finances to go to theological seminary. But through AMG, they've been able to learn many things about the ministry. And we are believing God even that this year is going to be big. And we believe that we are going to get many come to the meetings. And all over the country, we've been hearing the testimonies of pastors who've come to the meeting, saying how the AMG pastor training has helped their churches, has helped the leaders in their churches. They can now work as a team. They are united. They have a common goal and common purpose. And the training materials that Pastor Carl and Dr. Ruben comes with, they've been a blessing to them. They've been going through them with their church members, church leaders who did not make it. And always we do receive a praise report because it has been a blessing to many of them. God bless AMG. God give AMG greater insight. Let God continue to bring many people who are going to stand with the AMG so that they can be able to reach out to many pastors as possible and do the work of the ministry, not only in the States, but also throughout the world.
It is really a blessing and a privilege for us to have God bring people like Samuel to AMG. They are instrumental in making things happen. Please be praying for Samuel. Be praying for all the national workers that are serving God faithfully in Kenya, in Uganda, in other parts of the world. They really, really need your prayers and support. If you would like to know more about them, please visit our website at www.amginternational.org or give us a call. We'd be happy to tell you more about them. Well, that's it for this week, and we hope to see you next week at This Week at AMG.